Yo, man, I'm on working on becoming the best councilman in my ward. Drinking some ginger tea. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bringing back the TTC podcast. Basically, the premise of this podcast was just uplifting each other. Usually, we like to take each other down, but you know how to uplift each other. And today, we're going to talk about Danielle. She owns a business in the Vern. Uh, if you go to my Instagram, if you see my hair, most of the hairstyles I have is done by her. And yeah, buddy, she's a whole baddie. You know what I'm saying? So look forward to that, yo.
On.
And the mics are too.
Yes. If you put your thing on. Yeah, it is on. I see it. So, I'm not gonna lie. We have no direction. We don't know where this is gonna go. No questions are been prepared. But yo, have a lovely guest. We have
Danielle from Heavenly Made.
Evelyn Main. We got Boosie. We got Man on Moon.
Man on the Moon.
So
We're just doing a little freestyle today for this beautiful spring. What is it? Wednesday?
it is Wednesday.
Hump day.
It's a beautiful day. I wish we could capture those plants.
I know. Oh, sorry. It's in. I think we could, but after, if we were doing like a sit down,
Hmm.
they're gonna catch the vibes anyways.
So, how's today for you, bro? How's it doing?
I woke up and I was a little bit under the weather, but I think it's just because it's cloudy outside, and I got like too much sleep. These past couple of days, I've been sleeping a lot, but yeah.
Why have you been sleeping?
How?
Why have you been sleeping? If you mind.
I think a lot of things. It's like my cycle's coming soon, so usually I get a lot of sleep, but I start eating a lot. So that I need to. I've been actually taking my chlorophyll water, and it's been making me feel a lot more energized throughout the day. And magnesium at night. It helps me sleep like a rock.
Okay. You have a hard time sleeping?
Um, I don't think so. I'm just not intentional about it. Like I just fall asleep when I fall asleep, but I want to like start falling asleep earlier so I can go to bed so I can wake up earlier. It's easier to wake up. Last couple of days it's been hard to wake up, but yeah. How about you? How's your sleep schedule been?
My sleep schedule has changed because the work stuff, been fired and stuff, so my routine kind of switched.
Mhm.
But I'm picking it back up, waking up at 7.
That's good.
It's not bad. Uh, yeah, bro, that's pretty much it for me.
Mm.
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 So yo,
So what do you do when you wake up at 7? Like you just wake up,
uh,
make your bed up.
the routine, yep. Just make the bed up. Don't touch the phone.
Yeah.
Because I know if I touch the phone,
It messes up your whole piece throughout the day.
yeah.
It messes up the whole piece. Like if you're gonna touch your phone, do it to like put on a song. I don't put on just any song or put up like prayer or whatever. Like whatever you're into. If you're Christian, prayer. If you're Muslim, put on some scriptures from the Quran.
You've been talking to my mom, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your mom's a
Uh,
sweetheart. She loves
uh,
you. She loves you a lot.
she
God.
told me that she asked you, if we were dating.
I know. She's like, yeah, she did. She was like, oh, I was asking Lucy if you guys are dating. I was like, oh no. I met him when I was like, I just started a relationship with my ex. So I've been in a relationship for these past few. I was in a relationship for the past few years. Yeah.
Uh,
Your mom's a sweetheart. Your mom is a sweetheart. She's like, how come? How come you're not dating?
mm,
She's a sweetheart.
say that to me?
Huh?
Say that to me?
Yes.
How come I'm not dating? Huh?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're getting too close to her. I think you're. I don't let my
She's
girls
like,
get too close to my mom like that.
why?
Hmm?
Why? I feel like your mom would be. She'd have your back for every girl you bring home. You'd probably be bringing home like 6 different girls, and she'd make each one of them feel like the only girl in the world. Like, oh, Kiki's girl. She.
Nah, mom doesn't play like that.
Now she love y'all. I think she'll have your back.
Yeah. Nah.
No.
I can't lie, bro. You came in from a different position. Usually I go from the approach of I like being underestimated. I can't lie. I like to approach it with an underestimating tone. I like when a girl underestimates me. And I play with that, and boom, after that, I kind of lay
Wait
back
for
down.
your opportunity. Wait
No,
till she's vulnerable to get in there.
nah, I say vulnerable, but more like she thinks I'm that way. Okay, whatever. Boom. If I start to like you, I'm like, okay, let me give you a different layer of me. Boom. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't know you were into that. You don't really look like that type of person. It's a more different layer. Like, oh damn. Okay. Nah. But I like to play the fool. But when I'm at home, bro, I'm more serious.
Were you always like that way?
Yeah, I can't lie. I'll say at school. Me at school and me at home were two different people. So I was more of a clown at school, not clown, but it's like, it's just like, I wasn't taking it seriously. Like to people laugh, underestimate, stuff. At home, vibe was different. I was the man in the house and stuff. That's like my culture and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't raised like my mom raised me like I was an Haiti or something, like a Haitian boy,
And that's best. That's the
So
best
like
way.
in the type of sense, so
Like a zoo. When they dance to Creole.
eh,
Let me stop.
nah, do your thing. You see where you dance,
How
huh?
many zoos are in our video right now? Watching our video.
Who knows? Tell me, manifest it.
I love it. I have this friend actually. His name is Jeff Haven.
Mm.
He's an R&B artist, but he just dropped a Haitian song. And I love it. I love it.
Want to
You're
sing
gonna
this to
start
us?
speaking. Yeah, you're gonna have to start speaking some Creole on the other channel just now. Sac passé.
Bon matin, messieurs.
Uh,
Sont belles femmes. Well, yeah.
yeah. I was having a conversation with my girl 2 days ago. We went on a hike, and I asked her what peace is for her. And I want to ask you now, what is peace for you?
Peace for me, I'd say it's from the inside.
Mm.
So it doesn't really have to do with the outside. So,
Mm.
but now it's just getting there. I guess I don't know. That's the complicated part. I'm kind of frost right now, so thinking, it's like, but
Okay.
yeah, just pieces from the inside, just finding that, just
It's definitely an inside thing. I think like this whole thing about men walking around like, oh, wait, a woman, find a woman that's gonna be your peace. Like, no, we don't have it within, dude. Like, you don't have it that within inside. It even comes down to love too. Like, if you think love is gonna hold you, and you think love's gonna like your love for somebody's gonna hold a relationship, it's really not. You have to fall in love with being a person that's gonna, cater to somebody you love. Not cater, but like, like show up for the person that you love. You gotta fall in love with being that person. Like if you're let's say you and your girls arguing and you guys haven't slept in the same bed for months or whatever the hell the case is, and she doesn't want to be touched by you. She's like, no fucking don't touch me. You gotta sometimes be like, girl, stop playing. I don't want to touch you either. I want to spit in your face. You think you want to spit in your face, but I need to rub your feet because it makes me feel good. I don't care that you don't want to be touched. Let me rub your feet because it makes me feel good. And not on no like rapey type of tip, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like you just gotta you gotta fall in love with that, like that type of. It's you. You gotta fall in love with you becoming that person, not necessarily the person that you're giving it to. Because if you're gonna want a long term relationship where you build like, routine and standards for future families and all that other stuff, you're gonna have to make sure you have commitment and love and loyalty to the whole structure, not necessarily that one person. Because
Just to make sure I understand what you said, are you saying you don't want your love to be conditional to the feeling like now I don't feel in love with you, I'm mad at you, so now I'm not going to do the things, the acts of
exactly,
love.
yeah. And then the
Okay.
whole time you're feeling like really messed up that maybe you're not being creative, maybe you're not feeling love, but in reality you're just lacking the expression of love. You're never really lacking love, or like it even comes down to, if you're feeling lack in some area, as soon as you start giving that out to other people or giving that out to the world, it's automatically gonna fulfill you. You're no longer gonna feel lack in that area. For example, let's say you're not feeling like you inspire people, or people don't see you as a creative person. If you start going out and like complimenting people, if you go and start complimenting people on things that they're creating, a lot of people are just moving day to day. They don't even see the greatness in their works. If you go and you compliment them, it's gonna make them feel good, and it's gonna ultimately give you space to look at the good deeds that you have within yourself. Like they're very, they're really good at speaking. So you notice, like you tell somebody, "Damn, you're really good at speaking." And then when you're sitting by yourself, you wonder, just that space you created to acknowledge other people's strengths, you give space for you to acknowledge your strengths too. It's like an energy thing. That's how I see it. I don't know. Even when it comes to giving love, if you're feeling lack of love, you better go outside and give something. Like like give something to somebody, and it automatically over trumps that feeling that you don't have anything, like you're not abundant.
Hmm.
That's how I see it.
Can I get can I get your opinion on something?
Yes.
Um, so I feel right. I get high off love. I won't lie, fam. So
Love is a drug.
it is a drug. I'm a crazy nigga, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. But
You're not crazy.
yeah, I guess that point, fam. You know. But uh, do you? I feel like when I'm in a relationship, right? I'm a different person in a relationship. I won't even lie to you. I'm more responsible. I'm structured. Blah 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 blah. Right. But sometimes now I'm single. I'm just like I can get into a relationship and I can change my life, and like in a good way. I'm like, in a sense, I'm like nah, because I'm like I can do that for myself. I shouldn't rely on a relationship to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your opinion? Should I don't go in a relationship for that, or like
Don't go in a relationship to have structure.
yeah, not structure, but
When you create for yourself before, when you create for yourself before
hmm,
you get in a relationship, you
interesting.
actually, like, women like men, and even men like women who know what they want. They know what they're about. They have preference on who they are as a person, what they want to be around. When you create it for yourself, it's very people, and it creates character. You have to be able to choose a side, not choose a side, but like choose who you are, things that you like, things that you don't like. So when you have that type of structure for yourself, that automatically will bring people to see that you're a person that stands on your character that you created for yourself. So
I guess what I mean
that
is
sounded like really
because my
stuffed
mom,
up.
I can't lie. My mom is like, yo, where's my girlfriend? Blah, 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 like, she's trying to set me up with different shorties. Even my aunt, she set me up with a friend. And, damn, my voice, it's getting cold. But, anyways, she set me up with her friend. And I'm like, and she's asking me why, like, why aren't you true with a relationship? I'm telling her I just want to be at a certain point before I get into a relationship. Uh, and she's like, no, yeah, go for a girl. You guys build something together. I'm like, what side do you prefer? Build something together, or more the man should build his own thing, and
No,
then the girl follows.
build something together. That's how this society's. That's the most successful alley to go down if you're trying to build a relationship with somebody long term. If you're trying to build something for yourself, okay, you ever heard the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with people. go with somebody else. You know, go with people. So if you're trying to like build something for yourself, like yeah, you might get to a point where you buy your own Honda Civic, you might buy your own Jeep, your own what they call them cars, you know, those nice cars. But how long are you gonna maintain it if you're doing it by yourself? Or like how vision is very good. Having somebody by your side that knows you damn near as much as you know yourself, or even sometimes more, will help you um push through those like heights of yourself that you haven't even achieved. You might get to a certain level and you might be very damn proud of yourself, but sometimes people can't see past that what they've achieved, even if it's something small as getting a car or something as small as buying a house. A lot of people can't see themselves outside of that. So being with somebody, it can help you look at your potential a lot higher than just the main things that are pretty much only set in place to prove yourself to society. A lot of times, if you're moving by yourself and you're trying to build things for yourself, it's directly directly reflecting off people wanting to be accepted by society, because it's you against the world. At that point, if you're trying to work out stuff for yourself, it's like you against the world. You're gonna have that mentality the whole time. But when you work for somebody else, work with somebody who knows you, and they can, you know, like you guys are working off you guys' personal goals outside of what everybody else is doing, buying cars, buying houses. Like it gets deep. Like what kind of character you want, you know, when you wake up. Obviously, like you can do those things by yourself, but it's fun, and it's fun when you do it with other people. Also, you just have something to keep you accountable. We're we're supposed to be moving with people. It's not good to seclude yourself. It's not good. And I have friends, especially as a man too. Like I have friends who work in like retirement homes, and it's always the older women who have people to come visit them. The men, they rarely have people coming to visit them, because 9 out of 10 they were the type to work their whole lives and not necessarily give a damn about their family or check in with them. So they have no reason to check in on them. They're very lonely and they get to certain ages. So, but if you're somebody who knows they're maybe rich in relationships, you know, like it goes far. It goes far. Notice that one thing that don't go away is people.
True.
Even if you try to be by yourself, you're still gonna be around people.
You think the being around the right people is becoming more harder and harder to find?
No, it's not about being. That's a thing. That's a problem too. Everybody just wants to surround themselves with good people. When you should know how to navigate around good people and bad people. You're a very powerful person if you know how to do that. Jesus did that.
Mm.
You know, like he wasn't only, I mean, yes, he had his disciples and stuff to keep him grounded when he was in vulnerable moments, or even if they were in vulnerable moments, they had groups. But like Jesus was still able to sit with crackheads. I mean, let's just make it equivalent to what people go through today. Like you should be able to still sit with somebody who doesn't necessarily have the best past and have a conversation and not feel fear, not feel, you know, like looking down on them or anything like that. You still need to be able to navigate like that. Because as soon as you say you want good people in your life and you're cutting people out because they're not good people, it's almost like you're putting yourself on a pedestal. There's a way to do it. There's a way. I'm gonna say there's a way to do it. Of course, if you don't want to hang out with somebody anymore because they're a bad influence on you, you notice you just feel really like crap every time you leave their presence. Like, yeah, like you could distance yourself, but it doesn't have to be like a whole thing. Like you're a bad person or you're a negative person. Like that's the thing too. And when you're getting to know yourself, you're gonna realize there's no such thing.
Mm.
You shouldn't you shouldn't deem things as good or bad or negative or positive. You won't grow as soon as if when you like, let me give you an example. We
Mm.
had this conversation too about being like um hyper, what is the word, like you're hyper empath to the point where it's detrimental to yourself.
Mm.
You know, you're on one side of the spectrum if you're an empath, you know, and sometimes if you were to balance yourself out, you just kind of need to lean over to the selfish side, and there'll be a balance. You don't have to go all the way on the other side of the spectrum, but like kind of balance it out. Same way, if you're super selfish, you're gonna have to lean on the lean on the empath side to get that balance. But the thing is, you can't deem yourself as negative or positive in those sectors, because if I'm a super empath to the point where it's detrimental to me, who am I to say that being selfish is negative? You know, it's not negative. It's literally, you're gonna have, in order for you to survive this world, you're gonna have to stand up for yourself a little bit, you know, or if you're super selfish, if you actually want to survive, you're gonna have to learn how to give to people. Like, it depends on what side, but you can't. You have to see where you are standing in that moment, and don't deem yourself as negative or positive, because that's the only way you'll be able to identify what the other side of where you're standing is, where you're trying to go, whether it be on this side of the spectrum or that side of the spectrum, or where, what, how to balance it out. So don't deem yourself as negative or positive. Just look at where you are. Don't say it's good. Don't say it's bad. Just be like, okay, if I were to imagine a scenario that's on the polar opposite of what I'm experiencing right now, what would that look like? And it's easy. It's going to be so much easier to get out of it. So much easier, because you have a vision now. A lot of people don't even want to. They're so hell bent on this being a good person, being a bad person, being a negative person, being a good person, to the point where they can't even look at where they are standing right now. You know? So they can't even get out of it. So they're living it. They're waking up every day. It's the same day. Because they can't even look at themselves, because they're too scared of being too good or too negative or a bad person because you did this to somebody or you did this for somebody. Those people, those elderly people, those 80-year-olds, those 90-year-olds, you think they got to that age being a good person their whole lives? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The people, a lot of the times, if you choose to be a good person your whole life, you probably going dead fast, real fast, because that's not what survival is. Like, I'm telling you, that 80-year-old woman, she probably did a lot of things to get to that point that you would never expect. Like, because that's just life. Sometimes it's not about good or bad. It's just living. It's just life. It's just life.
I see what you mean. Are you saying, I'm still processing it. You know what I mean? No.
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
No. I was listening. I was really listening to a point. I'm like, okay, it was resonating with me. A couple of things were resonating with me. Were like, I do have because I come from the church, you know that, right? So, so I'm kind of like different now. So there's kind of like certain things I don't do because I'm like, damn, I might be a bad person if I do that, da. But anywho,
I know those ones. I was raised in the church too.
So
And sometimes you have to shake those ideals too. Like, obviously they're good guidelines to know, like, where you want, the direction you want your life to go moving forward, or even if what are the effects of doing these things, like, what are the effects of me doing these things at the church when it was bad. Look at them. Actually take a look at them, but don't be so hard on yourself to say you're a bad person because you did these things. Like, no, it's like experience too. Yeah, sometimes some people have to experience it, even though you can try your hardest to be like, yo, I'm not going to be this type of person. You don't know how life sets you up. Sometimes you end up being that person that you condemned, or you read about people condemning. Sometimes you end up being that person,
what is a good person?
that's the thing. What is a good person? Man, I know what. I've been one, and I haven't been one. Yeah.
What do you think? What's a good person? When you consider yourself good, what were you doing?
You're considering yourself and other people before you make decisions.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's a good person.
So you're considerate, okay?
Yeah.
Why were you considerate? Was it coming from a good place?
Okay, but being considerate can be, when I hear the word being considerate, it almost seems like you're looking outside of yourself to accommodate external people or external situations aside from yourself. I think you can be a good person by considering yourself and other people, and then looking from like an eagle's eye perspective and making a decision that's best for them. I think that's a good person, and it might hurt people in the process.
Yes, I'm saying this to make this distinguish. I want to distinguish these two. I want weak people and good people. So I feel like weak people do things out of weakness, basically like, oh, oh, Boosie, can I get $5? Oh, no problem.
That's not weak.
$5? Huh? No problem. $5? Oh,
No,
no
that's a strong
problem.
person.
Can I give you like? Can I get your card?
Wait.
Taken advantage of, you know,
Yeah.
because you're scared of saying no.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
just have the advantage of saying no, you know, or like, you know, just like he's insecure, so he wants to be part of the group, so he'll do anything to
Mhm.
get to feel gratified for the group, you know.
With no end.
No, and you know, I see that in relationships too. They don't really like the person. It's just what the person makes them feel like. I also feel like, you know,
So what do you
so
think? So do you think that's
they
considered a weak person?
yeah, they're doing things for and they're getting something back. A good person, I feel like no matter what, you're still doing it. It's like there's nothing. I'm not even. This is out of kindness in my heart. Really, there's nothing. If you do me wrong, I'm not even gonna complain about it. That's a strong person. That's a good person. I did all of this for you. You did me wrong. I'm gonna shut up because all of this was goodness in my heart, and and you know, I thought you were someone, and you know that you were not, and I was wrong. So I can't even complain. You know, I think that's a good person because he's not holding anything against you. This is not it's not transactional. You know,
Mhm.
so yeah,
You weren't looking for things
you're
from
not
the other person.
you're not looking for things for the other person. It's really, you know, you just that person, you know, you just like that person's presence. You know, it's really it's really you want that person to be better. You look
Mhm.
at that person, I think that's what love is. You look at that person like, bro, I want you to be better. I see something in you and I want you to be better.
Mhm.
Like even if we without with or without me, there's something when you like, you know, I'm gonna make sure, and that's where I think the respect comes from. It's like, you know, it's like, yeah, I respect who you are, your presence. You know, I got to know you, and I resonate with you.
Mhm.
And some people might be in a relationship. I feel like go in a relationship and you know trying to like you know let's make that thing. Some people are like, you know what, I'm not the I love you, but I'm not the person for you right now.
Mhm.
And you know, and I would put you down.
That's unconditional. Yeah.
No, that's real love. You know, I can put you down, so I'm not going to be with you.
Yeah.
So because I'm blah 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 blah. You know, I feel that's real love. Love is not like no. There's no ties in between. There's no like you know. It's just I really want you to be better, bro. Like you look at that person, like I really want you to be better, bro. Like I don't even know why. It's just like I don't know, no fingers. You know, you don't even have to give me nothing, yo. Just like I fuck with your vibe, yo. You know,
Yeah.
like I really like you as a human being, like you know.
Yeah.
But these days you don't find that, yo. A lot of fake niggas, fam. They be around you, bro.
Mm.
Sheesh. And they feel a type of way.
Some people have good intentions. They just don't know how to go about use the words to go to express that. We're doing a podcast.
How are you?
Where have you been?
You know, working.
Nice seeing you.
Do you have lotion, by the way? Do you have lotion, by the way?
I don't use lotion.
You don't use
Maybe
lotion?
give him some
No,
shea butter.
I use coconut oil. What are you using lotion in your skin for? That's chemicals. You have to put on stuff what you can eat.
Okay, okay, see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Maybe some shea butter will be good for him.
Where you want it? On your lips? Coconut oil, man. No, shea butter?
No, coconut oil don't not for your lips.
Shea butter?
Shea butter would be better.
Let me use some shea
I had
butter.
to take an intermission because I need to blow dry your hair.
Her mom's a vibe.
Mhm. She give you some good advice if you would talk to her. She'd be a good person to have a podcast with too. A podcast with.
Okie dokie. I guess I might be the next one.
Mhm.
I use this on my skin though.
That's fine.
Go on this edge here. Go on the edge over there. On the very edge where I haven't
There you
touched.
go. There you go.
So how you doing, man?
Not too bad.
What you up to?
Finding jobs, realizing how
Yeah.
this world works, blah 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 blah, stuff like that,
What kind of job are you looking for? Anything?
Honestly, bro. Honestly, I usually do warehouses, but the way I got fired made me realize that maybe I'm a bit too smart for that type of job. And I realized maybe I indirectly made people, insecure, da, 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 but
Oh yeah, join the club.
politics always
My boss was
word is sheesh.
so weird. You get weird when you perform your job
I
properly.
lie, bro.
I get
Exactly.
nervous.
Exactly. It's so weird.
So, but that's one experience. I mean, you might end up. Danny, where you used to work? How much they pay? Like $20?
Yeah, if you work overnight, it's like $22 an hour.
Huh?
If you work overnight, it's like $22 an hour. I think you need a G license though.
Yeah, but you can do something else in there.
Overnight? Nah, I'm not doing no overnight, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You never did overnight, Danny.
let's go to
$22 an hour if you do overnight, or 23. But I didn't do overnight. I did like, I think it was 18.50 or something like that for a day job.
But it's gonna be more because that was the minimum wage.
yeah. I'm gonna try applying to my old high school. Maybe like, camp counselor or something like that. Kid
Well,
counselor.
there's camp. Oh, because
Kid-
if I knew, I could have told you right there. MFRC's hiring camp counselors.
Sorry.
It's $18 an hour. That's only for the summer.
Into the summer.
Yo, bringing back the TTC podcast. Originally, this was podcast. The premise of the podcast was like to help break the Toronto curse. Usually, we like to hit on each other, but this was more to uplift each other. And yeah, you guys know I love helping local businesses. This is Danielle. She owns a local business. If you guys see my Instagram, mostly she did my hair. Most of the pictures you see with my hair, she did that. Right now I look, but when she does my hair, I turn into a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? I'm a whole, I look good.